Flenory boys that's out on the streets, and they sending a clear message.
Everyone got a target on their backs.
You're back in the game with Meech?
Meech and I are businessmen, and you both gonna end up dead or in jail.
BMF fans, Lamont, Tyson back in the building. This is gonna be my episode 6 trailer breakdown entitled Homecoming. And just so you stay updated, I want you guys to know this is not gonna come back on until February 17th after the Super Bowl. So all my Super Bowl fans, you don't have to worry about trying to confuse that weekend with BMF. I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs. I want you guys to post your comments on who you take, and I think there's going to be a lot of history to be had if Pat Mahomes wins. But we've got a lot of history in BMF. And history from episode 5 tells us that Lamar has a soft spot for moms and also big girls in the bathroom. Could that be a way that they use and manipulate him into his death? Let's see what this trailer is going to tell us. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Download the podcast as I put pretty much all my YouTube videos on the podcast. Let's catch the second half of the trailer, and then we'll talk about it.
You are hiding something from me again.
Meech and I got history, but I'm done living in the past. We your only lifeline. Any sounds with Lamar yet?
You're going to have to come at him an angle he's not going to expect.
We got a big problem.
In the very beginning, we got Alvin, who has a thing for dead women. Fellas, do you even want to imagine what it must feel like to put your penis in a dead vagina? Ew. But he's telling Lamar, the boys is back. The Flenory boys, they're back in town. And not only are they back in town, they moving weight and they got heat for your ass. They coming for you. They sending a clear message. And Lamar sitting over here looking like Mr. T done robbed a jewelry store, got his arms out. He don't look worried. See the little football on the table in front of the 1980s TV? He don't look worried one bit. We see them pan to the Flenory boys in one of them Jeeps that LL Cool J used to sing about. Backseat of my Jeep, let's swing an episode. I think that was a Suzuki. And you see Southwest T cocking a gun, man. He is ready for some action. We see Meech, done got G'd up, done got the fur coat, done got the BMF chain. He loving and living the life. We see Southwest T, Meech talking to one of the PA boys, saying that everybody's got a target on their back, meaning that it is non-stop war. I'm assuming Lamar done took out some more people. I'm assuming they got some people on a hit list they need to take out. And this shit about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. When they come back, that's going to be an explosive episode. We get to LaWanda saying, you and Meech back in the game. Well, you know she feels some kind of way about that because let's not forget her manipulating ass was in business with the mama to get T to stay out the game. Because if you can recall, they thought that they could save T through education and a legit business, but it just wasn't making enough money. And in some levels, ladies and gentlemen, that's real life. You do all this legit shit, everybody got a hand in it. It seems like you can never get off that hamster wheel of being stuck. And I'm sure she's thinking, I got a child to worry about. You know they done talked about Lamar coming for the mama, and I'm sure she's worried that he might be coming for her next. We see Meech with a lot of knots. That ain't nothing but hundreds. And we see the BMF ring on his finger. Then we get a voiceover. Southwest T talking to old Dirty Dick Chuck. Dirty Dick Chuck is saying, son, there's only 2 ways this is going to end for you and Meech. Dead or in prison. And Southwest T is telling him, look, daddy, I'm a businessman. I am a businessman. And the daddy ain't trying to hear none of it. But dad has got his own issues he's dealing with. He's really not in a great position to be trying to tell somebody else they doing something wrong. But I will say this. What dad did wrong is not on the level of what could happen in this situation with his boys. Because he is telling them the absolute truth. It's either death or jail. And we know in real life what ended up happening. Both of the boys went in jail with Southwest T getting out early. And I think he's narrating this season anyway. Then we get the crew looking at somebody dead. And the question I want you guys to let me know is this B-Mickie? because I think this could be the episode that gets revealed B-Mickie is a snitch. And we see Lamar in this same trailer cocking up, locked and loaded with a sawed off. Could this be the episode that Mickey gets taken out? Because the boys kind of look like they somber about it. They don't look like they happy this cat is dead, but at the same time, they're not too sad. I mean, my man is over there wearing a tight ass Washington Redskins shirt. Meech got on his traditional windsuit. Southwest T standing there, and they missing one body that should be there, which is B-Mickie. So I'm thinking, ladies and gentlemen, that's B-Mickie down there. Post your comments. Jen is talking to Coach Cop again about, bruh, you hiding something. I've loved the dynamic between Jen and Coach Cop because she ain't taking his shit. She's standing there and she's helped him a couple of times. She has been a good partner. And I love that she has balls, she has moxie, and she don't take nothing from Coach Cop. And she letting him know, what the hell you hiding? Well, we all know what he's hiding. He's hiding the fact that he's got B-Mickie under his thumb, or at least he think. We see Meech embracing B-Mickie, coming back from no doubt Atlanta with all the drugs he can handle, giving my man a hug. And B-Mickie don't look like he too thrilled to be in there hugging in a record store with LL Cool J in the background. Then we see a B-Mickie with a voiceover that says, me and Meech got history, but I'm done living in the past. He's talking to Coach Cop, who in turn says, we your only lifeline, son. Now, what is B-Mickie talking about? Is he talking about he's done living in the past with Coach Cop? Or is he saying he's done living in the past with Meech? Post your comments. I personally think that the fact that Coach Cop asked B-Mickie to go beat up a student could be a way he could turn tails on Coach Cop. He could use that, maybe get somebody to record it, get some witnesses to see, and he could use that against Coach Cop to say he's a dirty cop. But at the same time, we know that the situation he's in with his mom and Coach Cop having taken care of the mama, that maybe he's tired of the situation he's in with Meech. And now you know his ass done got demoted. He's not second in command no more. Terry is. And we've already seen that he's not thrilled about that. So that's why I think at that crime tape, the missing body is B-Mickie. Post your comments. I don't think that T and the boys shot him. I think Lamar took his ass out because remember, Lamar know who this cat is. He know exactly who he is. Then we see that old thick Detroit diesel, Monique. Looked like she just came from yoga class and working out. That's how them beautiful, thick black women worked out back in the day. And look who's over there pretending to be a postman delivering mail. Lamar sneaky asses. Lord have mercy. He ain't gave up on that. I mean, the man can't even have sex with a colostomy bag. Still trying to get them draw. He can just put his face in it. And then we see Monique talking to Meech. And basically, Meech is asking her, has there been any sign of Lamar yet? So what this tells me is that they definitely on the hunt for Lamar. But Monique says to Meech, you got to come at him from an angle he don't expect. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know what the hell that angle is. That angle is coming at him through Monique. Even though he claimed he can't screw, she's going to have to put on her sexiest 90-90. Maybe do a little blow with him, get him a little under the intoxication. Maybe she throw a little bit of that wetness on him, even though it ain't going to do nothing, and take one for the team and let the boys come in and take him out. Post your comments if that's the way we can come at Lamar from an angle he ain't never seen. Because I don't think that Lamar would endanger Monique because he's trying to get her back. He feels like she's the queen. Nor do I think Lamar know that she has a kid with Meech. So for me, the right angle, not the left angle, not the triangle, not the parallelogram, but the right angle is through the panty draws of Monique. We see Lamar cocking up his sawed off. Could this be the moment he takes out B-Mickie? Could this be the person we seen dead at the crime tape? And then we get Meech's man saying, Meech, we got a big problem. What could that problem be? Maybe they find out that B-Mickie is a snitch because in the next clip, we see Meech confronting B-Mickie and it don't look too happy. It does not look too happy. Or maybe he's saying the big problem is that the record store about to get raided. Post your comments on which one you think. Then we see Meech looking like he's getting arrested at some kind of fine, lavish hotel or a bar. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Meech, and I think that might be Mickey, is beating up the same kid that was messing with Coach Kopp's son. Now, if this is the case, if this is really and truly the case, B-Mickie is going to have to tell Meech about Coach Kopp's son, and maybe, just maybe, somehow, some way, they can use this. But this definitely looks like the haircut of the kid that was beating up Coach Kopp's son. Post your comments if you think that's him. Then we see the raid into their record store. Jen, the first one in, and she ain't playing. And then we see Lamar actually punching someone. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I might be wrong, but this looks like a woman. It's not Monique because she's a little too light to be Monique. It could just be some rando on the street. He's taking something from women now. We know it ain't passing to put his hands on a woman. But who do you think it is? Post your comments on what you think. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be going live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time with Moochie the Hammer and J-Mo to discuss episode 5. And I'll come back Wednesday night with the same crew to preview episode 6. Post your comments. Let me know who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, download the podcast, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and the TikTok. And let's keep this story going and let's continue to watch these great shows. Till that next Sex is Hell video. I'll see you.